national action plans have not happened quick enough. So definitely the movement for a binding treaty on business and human rights is an area that many people are moving toward. And then the new sustainable development goals. Instead of those being light rights or bright lights, we're trying to make sure the sustainable development goals adopt a human rights framework. And there's very important ones of no poverty, good health, and definitely gender equality. Also looking at the aspect of sustainability, land, as well as the important issue of SDG number 16 on peace, justice, institutions, which is what everybody's talking about justice. And then of course number 17 is that partnership between those. So looking at the issue, many people just want to defend their sacred land, where their ancestors are from. That also is where they, as Sarema talked about, future generations will also be able to call home, instead of being pushed to the margins, all in the name of profit. Our final speaker is Debbie. She's one of those courageous and creative campaigners. She's been working throughout, I would say so, but she's honest, working in the region to come up with what is possible and helping to mobilize people. So in the remaining part of our program, we'll look at some ideas that can then hopefully become initiatives that then can shape institutions that will then be able to assist different indigenous peoples and movements trying to do the most basic thing of defending their homeland.
Hi, this is my third panel today, so I need the microphone.
Thank you everybody for being here. I don't know why people call me courageous. I haven't spent a long time in jail. Usually, when I get arrested, nowadays I'm getting bigger and fatter, so the police don't grab me so easily. When I was younger and thinner, they would grab me quite easily, but now they are a little bit slow to arrest me. So, eat more.
Jail less.
I told my mother was very worried about me getting arrested. So I said, if they arrest me again, wait until I lose 10 kilos. Then you can campaign for me to get out. So that is the policy. Everybody must know this. Don't get easily upset. Not too quick. Slow down. Let me lose some weight first. Okay. Sorry, I'm joking because it's the last session of today. Everybody has been going around and listening. Our brain is exploding with so much information and ideas. But I just wanted to share with you how we try to advocate to stop land confiscation in Myanmar. But to follow on from what Josh said about the sustainable development goals, this is very important, especially when we look at the very conservative and oppressive governments like Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia. Sustainable development goals were adopted in August 2015, and it was considered very unpolitical. It's not like civil and political rights. So everybody, all the governments, regardless of their political situation, they accept the sustainable development goals. If you look at goal number 1, which is to end poverty, it says that ownership and control over land is very important to help poor people become less poor, to end poverty. So this one is very important for us to use as a point. The second one, the goal, the sustainable development goal is on zero hunger. That means to stop hunger and equal access to land, secure and equal access to land is a part of goal number 2. And of course, in goal number 5, which is about gender equality, it's saying that women have a right to own land. So we could see already that these are some, when we face the government, sometimes we have to face bullets. So we cannot use bullets to fight back. We have to use bullet points. So we use the bullet point from the Sustainable Development Goals. Okay? Right? Okay. So I will just roughly talk about the our PowerPoint. Just you need to go. Yeah. Okay. All right. So sometimes when we are trying to change the situation, we try to talk to the government as though we know what they are concerned about. Yeah? So sometimes we have to be a little bit creative and we think, if I'm the government, why should I support to stop? Why should I stop land confiscation? Okay, just keep on. Yeah, so, and one more picture. Okay. So if I'm the government, in many of the situations, especially in Burma, which is in some areas is post-conflict, and we are trying to show that government of Myanmar is changing.
And the government of Burma is just most, but it's okay.
It's okay. Okay. So if we stop, so we said to the government, if you want people to trust you and cooperate with you, you have to stop the land confiscation. Yeah? Because if you still grab the land, people won't believe that you are trying to improve. The other thing also is, how can the government run the country if there is no social stability? When people are protesting, they lost their land, they became beggar, they got traffic, it's not stable. The society is unstable. That means, how can the government be stable? So the government should be one thing, should introduce that, yeah, we should stop land confiscation because we want social stability. Also, most of the governments want economic growth. They want more money. But we have to think about long-term economic growth. Not just the government today can make money, but the government's grandchildren should also be able to make money. So we need to have stable long-term economic growth. Grabbing land just like this, like left, right, and center, is not going to help long-term economic growth. And then, in the end, when the people lost their land, when they have no job, when they are begging in the street, when they have to steal to eat so their children can eat, who has to pay the price? Who has to take care of that? It's the government. So the government also has to take care. It's a burden on them. It is better for the people to have land so they can grow food and take care of themselves. Yeah? So we try to use this logic. And also, if the international
Yes.
So we have to actually think about this and protection of livelihood. So some of the reasons when they try and push
đất
for
nước
the
còn
farmer
tệ
and
hại
saying,
hơn bởi vì
okay,
cướp đất của ta
the
không
farmer
dòng
is there, far away from
không
you.
cần
The
họ
people
không
in
có
the
đồ ăn.
city have a lot of power. Yeah? When the people in the city make noise, the government will listen. Because the government leaders are staying in the city, not in the village. They are not staying in the highlands. So we have to make the city people also
Chính phủ
become our
trong thành phố
allies to
như vậy
make
họ
noise
rất là
and
sợ
say,
những người thành phố,
yeah?
người dân thành
So
phố,
these are some of
họ mà lên tiếng
the
là chính
ideas
phủ
that we
nghe.
talk about. Next. Okay. When we think about
Tại sao những người có thương mại nên
when we think
ngừng
about
cướp đất?
the international community and we think about the investors. And we also have to remember they want good name. They want it to be easy for them to invest and do their business.
Phải nhớ là
They don't want to
những
face a
người
lot of
mà
problems. So
đầu
if
tư
they saw that land
những đầu tư
grabbing and land
ngoại quốc
confiscation,
muốn
yeah, is
nước
affecting
nó
their
an
good
bình
name. Yeah?
mà
Because I'm a business, I have a good name. If people saw my brand, they want to buy. But then in Vietnam or Laos or Cambodia or Myanmar, people are complaining about me. Slowly, the customers also don't like me because they say, oh yeah, that company, that brand of clothes, they made many people homeless. They did bad things in that country. They might not want to buy. Yeah. So we try to encourage companies to behave responsibly. Actually, companies also have to count their money. Yeah. When we are counting, the companies are counting their profit. They have to know what is the price of electricity, what is the price of land, what is the price of renting the factory. Yeah. And then once they pay the bill, it's finished. Yeah. Then they can count their profit. But if they pay and then suddenly a few years later, the local people go to the court and complain, and then the company has to pay more later, they don't like it. It's very big headache for them. The business people cannot sleep comfortably at night. If they know there can be a problem on their money in the future because they use land which was illegally taken. They use land that was unjustly taken. So that's the difference between illegal and unjust. Unjust means this company took